Intrigued by iPage's prices? Don't jump the gun yet. Let's see what you get for your money with this hosting service. Welcome to WebsiteToolTester.com, where we find the best hosting services for your website and help you launch it. iPage hosts around 1 million websites worldwide, and it's owned by the mega conglomerate EIG, also home of Bluehost and HostGator. Spoiler, I'm not usually a big fan of these services, but before I get ahead of myself, let's start looking at the prices. One thing to love about iPage, there's just one price plan. The only choice you get is how long you sign up for. Just make sure you keep an eye on the renewal prices, as they're much more expensive than the first term. They will also pre-select the longest deal by default and try to sell you tons of add-ons. But regardless of the duration of your contract, you get the same unlimited perks. However, another word of warning, unlimited with iPage actually means almost unlimited. For instance, with storage, there is a maximum number of files you can host. With databases, they can't be larger than 3 gigabytes. And email accounts can't be larger than 500 megabytes or hold more than 10,000 emails. Still pretty generous, but it does feel a bit misleading. When it comes to ease of use, I'm pretty happy with iPage. The modern panel looks clean and well-designed, which is a big improvement over their old dashboard. But in terms of features, I find it a bit lacking. For instance, the Backend doesn't have as many one-click installations as competitors for CMS like Joomla or Drupal. In fact, you only have installation scripts for WordPress. The worst offender is without a doubt the absence of free backups. This is because, like with all EIG products, they're trying to sell you features as extras. So, add a few dollars a month to your budget if you want a backup solution, or be prepared to use regular FTP to download copies of your website manually. This is what their support team recommended I do to save the contents of my website. On the flip side, you can indeed install WordPress in a few clicks only, but be careful. They'll try to steer you towards a more expensive WordPress-optimized hosting service. Sneaky. Security with iPage is another area that could give you pause. While they do offer free SSL, there is no SSH or secure FTP. Also, their PHP goes up to 7.3, but my new account was pre-configured with the old PHP 5.5, which is a no-go for me. And when I asked their support about two-factor authentication at login, they said it wasn't there because it's too complex for most users. But of course, it all starts to make sense when you realize that there is a security add-on to purchase. It's called SiteLock and starts at around $4 a month for malware scans and web apps firewall, amongst others. Okay, iPage's features and security are pretty poor, but at least their servers are fast and reliable, right? Turns out, not so much. In my independent tests, I found that their uptime, which should be as close to 100% as possible, was one of the worst of all providers. iPage sites were live less than 99.9% of the time, far behind the standard 99.95% mark. Even worse, iPage was the slowest of all the providers I tested, which could really hurt your user experience and SEO. Sadly, they only offer servers in the US, so if your project's audience is mainly outside North America, the speed could be even slower. In terms of support, you do have the option to use chat or phone, but not emails. I always received answers to my questions, but they sometimes took a while and often recommended using a paid add-on as a solution. No thanks. In conclusion, you can see I find it hard to recommend iPage to anyone. The only positive I can think of is the cheap first term, but you have to keep an eye on renewal rates, and competitors like DreamHost are in the same price range with much better performance and features. As for the cons, it's pretty much all the rest. You're missing a lot of features that come bundled with other providers' plans, like one-click installs and SSH. The backups as add-ons are particularly offensive to me as it should be something everyone gets included with a paid service. And worst of all, you're not getting a good hosting speed and uptime, which could hurt your business in many ways. Still interested in trying iPage? Let us know why in the comments. Or don't forget to check out our detailed review on our website.